lady snaps in Onimusha Blade Warriors. Cute little tanks in Desert Rats versus Afrika Korps. And great games you missed the first time.
You say sailors, but you don't mean just any sailor.
Oh, I get it. It's game time.
Everybody in the world just ride with me. Everybody in the world just ride with me. Oh, you gotta ride with me. Yeah. Pressure. Hey! This is the little Bible. I let you know what the pains of.
Yeah. 10 minutes is what?
Thank you.
Don't I know you?
Oh, no.
All right.
10 seconds.
Please welcome your hosts, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play. What's that smell?
Nothing. Hey, we have a great show for you. We have James Bond for the Game Boy Advance.
And we have a World War II strategy game. You know, okay, seriously, something smells like cat box.
We have two great game series that you may have missed the first time around. And stop sniffing at me.
Are you covered in bum pee again?
Just drop it. Anyway, we kick the show off with an early look at a brand new Onimusha game. And this one is a fighter that uses characters from the Onimusha universe.
Here's our preview of Onimusha Blade Warriors. Dude, spray some Febreze on yourself or something. Damn! Loyal X-Play fans, pay attention. This looks like one of the better fighting games on the way for the PS2, Onimusha Blade Warriors. The game takes characters from Capcom's original survival horror franchise, including Jubei and Odaini no Oyu, whom I think bears a striking resemblance to the Asian Dakan ER. There are also other samurai pals, like this Oakland Raider fan that hates midgets. And my personal favorite, the character who I lovingly refer to as Fat Lady. The action is three-dimensional, with participants afforded the ability to leap into the foreground or background as needed. Standard attacks, charged blows, and kicks are all here, as is the ability to summon the souls of fallen foes towards your character. But it's the special maneuvers that really make this game sizzle, like Fat Ladies. Let's see that again. Slower. While assaulting adversaries, chests pop onto the battlefield with valuable health and weapon power-ups, as well as mystical spells which let you pummel rivals with superhuman strikes. Each conflict sees opponents rise and fall multiple times on the battlefield. The fast-paced action is coupled with intriguing environments to make for fun, hostile engagements. For me, though, the cream in the middle are the sounds Fat Lady makes when kicking enemy ass. When she's not sitting on you, she's spatulaing you into the ether. Her character alone makes me eager to see the final cut. Of course, course, the preview version of the game is all in Japanese. Allow me to translate.
ところで10兵衛それと気になる話を耳にしたんだ
Did that girl call you? No, and I'd appreciate it if you let the subject be.
右手に奇妙な小手を持つ男がいるらしい
Okay.
玄魔の魂を吸うらしいんだ
Did I leave my sunglasses in your car? You're gonna want to make some friends before pre-ordering this title, which is obviously intended to be primarily a multiplayer experience. Computer-controlled bots aren't pushovers, but they have their limitations. Take, for example, my good friend Archer, another smart kid that doesn't apply himself. Notwithstanding the recent disappointment that was Devil May Cry 2, Capcom gets props for its work on Blade Warriors thus far. But we can't give the game a rating yet. X-Play gives the Fat Lady a 5 out of 5.
Okay, must we call her the Fat Lady? How about Rubenesque or Zaftig?
You smell like pee. Anyway, Blade Warriors is basically Capcom's version of Super Smash Bros. And we'll be sure to give you a final review when the game comes out later this year. Stick around, we'll be... Don't touch me with your pea foot!
Up next, games that belong in your collection and the angry men that star in them. Shut up.
4 years ago, we needed a web hosting company we could count on. Today, our online business is a big success, and we're still with the same company, Rackspace Managed Hosting. Rackspace hosts our website on dedicated servers in their data center. They manage our firewalls, load balancers, bandwidth, everything. Their service goes way beyond co-location. Outsourcing to Rackspace was one of our best decisions ever. We rely on what they call fanatical support. We get our own support team 24 hours a day. They're experts at managing our complex website, and when we call them, we never get stuck in voicemail. We get through like that. It really is fanatical support. I tell my friends, if your website is essential to your success, then let Rackspace manage it for you. Fanatical support? Maybe that's why Rackspace is the fastest growing managed hosting company in the world. See for yourself. Call 888-480-7767 or go to Rackspace.com.
For Kit Yoon, the only way out of the Hong Kong underworld is to go back in. Jet Li in Rise to Honor, rated T for teen.
Douglas Baker has always been reasonably happy with his choice of hairstyle. But recently, Douglas switched to Progressive Auto Insurance. And if they can shake things up by letting you compare competitors' rates and over 20 other facts and figures, then perhaps he too should step up to the plate. Way to go, Douglas. Think easier. Think Progressive. Visit Progressive.com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The stage is set. The players are ready. And weeknights at 11:10 Central, the battle begins. Don't just watch X-Play. Play along live with TechTV Hyperactive. To play, register at TechTV.com/hyperactive. Then watch X-Play weeknights at 11:10 Central. Log on and play. Answer the questions. Chat with other players. Win cool prizes. And look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. TechTV Hyperactive. Only on TechTV.
Because someone has to review the next Olsen Twins game, it's Adam Zessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, there are a lot of excellent individual games out there, but when an entire series of games is consistently good, it's well worth a closer look, especially when those games have been overlooked by the public.
So today we introduce a brand new segment we like to call, What, You Haven't Played That?
Of course, most people are familiar with long-running mega sellers like Zelda.
Or Final Fantasy.
Or Metal Gear Solid. But today we show you some great game series you might have missed the first time around. Take a look at two games that make us say, what? You haven't played that?
So much to play, so little time. Even the most alert gamer can sometimes let great games slip through the cracks. Here are two great game series that Morgan and I don't think you should miss. The Legacy of Kain series spans across 4 consoles and has been chugging along for nearly 8 years now.
Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods?
It all began with an under-the-radar Zelda clone called Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain.
It remembers that, does it?
A nobleman named Kain is assassinated in the land of Nosgoth after being booted out of a bar.
Things come with a night that no sane man would welcome. And so I left.
In death, he wishes for nothing more than revenge. And the necromancer Mortanius obliges. Reborn as a vampire, Kain is not only immortal, but rather chatty.
The heart of darkness restores vampiric unlight. This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, and eviscerate my human enemies, but increases my own capacity to summon. My mind was empty save for one thought.
He can't even shut up when he exacts revenge on his killers.
There is no greater relief than that from vengeance sated. My quest was over.
Not quite, Kain. This seemingly innocuous beginning has mushroomed into one of the longest and most complex storylines in gaming history. The story has jumped across thousands of years in Nosgoth's history, introduced a second main character in the form of Raziel, and generally twisted the plot over onto itself so many times it even makes my head spin.
Tumbling, burning with white-hot fire.
But everything actually does make sense in the end. The Kain games bear strong similarities to the Zelda series, albeit with an M-rated twist. While Blood Omen 2 is a bit of a weak link, the Legacy of Kain series is well worth playing if you dig on the adventure games.
There are only 2 sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Speaking of the other side of the coin, my turn. I picked a series that has been criminally overlooked. Shenmue is Yu Suzuki's pet project that follows a Japanese youth on his quest to avenge his father's murder. A mysterious Chinese man named Lan Di shows up one day and offs Ryo's dad, and Ryo swears to find him and, of course, make him pay. No! Shenmue is part detective adventure.
I found them in Huang's room. And? I'm going to listen for clues.
All of them?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Part fighting game.
Damn!
The first game takes place in a small Japanese town, while the second takes Ryo to more exotic locales in China, mainly Hong Kong. Along the way, Ryo uncovers family secrets that will likely reveal more than he wants to know about his father's true past.
Wow.
Ryo's persistence is admirable. Nothing stands in the way of his quest, except collecting capsule toys.
A capsule toy, $5 each. I'll try it.
And his well-known preoccupation with seamen.
Do you know any places where sailors like to hang out around here?
You say sailors, but you don't mean just any sailor, do you?
When he sets his mind to something, though, he'll ask anyone who crosses his path about it.
Here in Hong Kong, you can easily get run over.
Where's Wanzai?
Huh?
Which way is it to Wanzai?
Want to go together?
Which way is it to Wanzai?
Yeah, Ryo can be dumb sometimes, but it's a cute kind of dumb.
Either you're fearless or plain stupid.
Did you say something?
People seem to love or hate this game, but I can't get enough of Ryo Hazuki's adventures in vengeance. You can find the original on the Dreamcast and the sequel on the Xbox for super cheap, since they didn't exactly hit the bestseller lists.
Shut up.
Okay, a lot of fans have written to us to ask when the heck Shenmue 3 is going to come out, and the only news we have about it is that we have no news about it.
We don't know.
Nothing. Nothing has been announced, but we will let you know as soon there is some news that we can chat about.
Yeah. Well, we were sharers, but now that we've shown you the games, some of you might be wondering how to track these titles down.
Now, you can do it by visiting our website.
TechTV.com/xplay.
And you can find a list of the titles and the platforms of all the games we profile, like Shenmue. You know, hey Morgan.
What?
You know where sailors hang out?
No.
A ship.
Dame Judi Dench's Game Boy debut in James Bond 007, Everything or Nothing.
Honestly, 007.
Home Tech is brought to you by GMC. We are professional grade.
The new GMC Envoy XUV. Multifunctional, adaptable, retractable. The revolutionary Envoy XUV. The sport utility with more utility. Only at your GMC dealer. Professional grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
Looking for a safe gift for kids? Candelas and Candaloos are a cute pair of rechargeable lamps. You just charge them up and they last up to 8 hours. They're great as bedside guardians, and each electric candle gives as much light as one candle, making it the perfect little reading light for children. The Light Safe Charge system eliminates exposed electrical contacts, making them safe for inquisitive little hands.
We see Sophie, designing, dreaming, making her name, turning a crazy idea into the latest craze. We see her potential. We're inspired to create software that helps her reach it.
Think all mortgage lenders are the same? Think again. At Ditech.com, there are 2 fast and easy ways to apply for a home loan 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can pick up the telephone and call our toll-free number or apply online at Ditech.com. Right now, you can apply for a low fixed-rate mortgage or cash out some of your equity. There's no advance fees prior to closing and no cancellation fee. Ditech.com. There is a difference. Call 1-800-71-FIXED.
Red Faction, rated M for mature. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Team Stealth Action, rated T for teen. Now on Engage.
As seen on TV, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
James Bond 007, dashing British super agent, boozing misogynist dinosaur? Whatever your opinion of Ian Fleming's lady-killing spy, you have to admit that, outside of the revolutionary GoldenEye for the N64, most Bond games have been cookie-cutter shooters with a Bond license slapped on top.
But this year, we're seeing a brand new third-person Bond game, everything or nothing for all the consoles, as well as the Game Boy Advance.
And fanboys, don't freak out all at once, but the GBA version features Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench?
Yeah.
She's so dreamy. Here's a review of James Bond 007, Everything or Nothing for the Game Boy Advance. An explosive beginning that sends you rappelling down a dam, a friendly imitation to a game of Baccarat, a machine gun-equipped Aston Martin. These are things you might expect to find in a typical Bond game. And James Bond 007, Everything or Nothing for the GBA doesn't disappoint, even if the Aston Martin is really, really tiny. There's an appropriately believable, though not terribly original, premise. Russian supervillain Diavolo, played by a low-res still of Willem Dafoe, plans on taking over the world with nanomachines.
Get him!
007, of course, has other ideas. You can make your way through the waves of henchmen by blowing them away or with a stealthy takedown from behind. In addition to just being more suave, using stealth gets you style points that you can use to buy the nifty gadgets that makes Bond, well, Bond. Like handmade leather loafers that increase your speed by 12%. Though I do like the hollow Bond that you can use to distract the various evil minions you'll face. Everything or Nothing does a passable job of shrinking the 007 experience down to pocket size. The graphics can get a little ugly, especially in the purple and green New Orleans cemetery scenes. The controls are generally pretty good, except during the driving scenes. And when you're trying to take out a tank with a modified luxury sedan, you're going to need all the help you can get. When you're not driving or shooting your way to a better tomorrow, you can take a break by hacking computers in the jungles of Peru or gut-punching helpless scientists.
Honestly, 007. Honestly, 007. Honestly, 007.
James Bond 007, Everything or Nothing, isn't the best Bond game we've ever seen. It certainly isn't as good as its console counterparts.
Honestly, 007.
But it's a decent one for the GBA. We give it a 3 out of 5. Now, I wonder if Willem Dafoe gets residuals for those low-res pictures of his headshot being used in the game.
Hey, but hey, for a game featuring an Academy Award winner and a 2-time Academy Award nominee, the game's highlight turns out to be gut-punching innocent scientists.
They fall down funny.
Coming up, tanks, planes, and men in shorts in Desert Rats versus Afrika Korps.
OLM.net presents more true tales from the World Wide Web.
At OLM, our web hosting customers say it best.
Well, I just have an old 56K modem, but it doesn't slow me down any. With OLM, I get all the speed I need. I've been with OLM for over 2 years, and I have never had a question that they could not answer.
Visit OLM today or call 1-877-2OLM-NET. Over 200,000 websites. OLM.net.
When it comes to finding the love of your life, what qualities are you looking for in someone?
I was looking for somebody who was going to respect me.
Someone who has a strong character.
Someone who I can imagine growing old with.
At eHarmony.com, these vital qualities are just some of the 29 areas that we use to determine true compatibility.
eHarmony allowed me to place an order for the perfect man, and then they delivered the most compatible relationship I've ever had.
Go to eHarmony.com and get your $40 personality profile free.
Credit card bills piling up?
Yep.
Need cash fast, huh?
Yep.
Try our eLoan home equity line to pay off those high-interest credit cards fast. In just 90 seconds, you could get approved to get the cash you need, and you'll have your money as quick as 12 days.
Hey, I'm approved already.
Needless paperwork? Gone. We'll even come to you for signing.
I like that.
Nothing should come between you and a great rate. That's why there's eLoan. Apply now at eLoan.com or call 1-800-ELOAN-22.
With TechTV's Digital Digs Den sweepstakes, you could win $25,000 to spend on the ultimate den. Wow! Plus $500 daily cash prizes. To enter, watch TechTV anytime from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. When you see one of the 4 secret codes, log on to techtv.com/digitaldigs and enter the code. Don't miss TechTV's $25,000 Digital Digs Den sweepstakes. Enter up to 4 times a day from March 15th through the 28th, only on TechTV. TechTV Saturday nights. Find out how Misfits became mainstream on Nerd Nation at 7.
I think I'm having heat poisoning. I'm losing a lot of salt.
At 8, it's the military's latest advances on future fighting machines.
We're just an unstoppable force.
Then find out the truth about excessive behavior on body hits. Followed by a real eye-opener, Wired for Sex.
A lot of sex workers migrated to the internet because it's easier.
You'll see it all tonight, starting at 7 Eastern on TechTV. Don't just watch X-Play, play along live with TechTV Hyperactive. To play, register at techtv.com/hyperactive. Then watch X-Play weeknights at 11, 10 Central. Answer the questions, chat with other players, win cool prizes, and look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. TechTV Hyperactive, only on TechTV.
2 people who sleep with a gun gun under their pillows. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Yeah, the gun fairy left it there when it put it 200.
Yeah.
Welcome back to X-Play. We have a strategy game that, surprise, surprise, appeals to people who are really into World War II.
Yes, another one. But this one has historically accurate tanks that are beautifully rendered. So if you're really into the differences between the Panzer and a Cornwall, this game is for you. If you think I'm talking about breakfast cereal, you may be less interested.
Plus, it has a fully destructible environment, meaning you can deforest an entire oasis with a few tanks, and the trees make a very satisfying thump when you knock them over.
Like, thump. Anyway, it's notable for being a real-time strategy game with no resource gathering.
Have the developers gone mad?
Well, maybe. Here's our preview of Desert Rats versus Afrika Korps. Europe is out. It's been done, people. Seriously. The new front of World War II gaming is Africa in Desert Rats versus Afrika Korps. And it's nice to see the sand. I think his tanks were better than mine. Maybe since the background is so plain, they were able to make the units and vehicles so detailed, and even cast real-time shadows. Look at his little shadow. The graphics are going to be a major draw of this game. You can almost see the rivets in the tanks. It's riveting. Sorry, I don't know why I go there sometimes. I love their little shorts. Unlike most other real-time strategy games, Desert Rats vs. Afrika Korps ditched the whole building and harvesting thing. Instead, you're given a certain number of mission points before each scenario. It's up to you to purchase stuff you think you'll need. Sometimes you'll get reinforcements, but usually you have to complete the mission with what you got at the start. And there are plenty of units to choose from. Both Allied and Axis troops are playable throughout the campaign, and there will be roughly 70 different units in the game by the time it ships. Since there's no resource gathering, battle tactics become incredibly important. Vehicles behave as they would in real life, meaning if you want something to turn around, it's got to back up and perform a 3-point turn. It's just like in Driver's Ed. Even tanks will need to be mindful of which way they're faced, since the front has far more armor than the rear. And to complicate things further, vehicles need to be manned to move. You need to put infantry into the driver's seat and all the other important stations in order to get it to move and function properly. Your troops can also take over enemy vehicles and add them to your force.
Try to salvage the heavy equipment we stumble into.
While the gameplay tries to focus on realism, the storyline favors comic book heroism.
Now would be a perfect time to start, eh?
Those looking for some seriously realistic real-time strategy should keep an eye out for Desert Rats vs. Afrika Korps, and look for our full review soon.
May God help us to get out of this hell.
Now, in most RTS games, the bodies sort of melt away. In this game, they stay on the ground in little pools of blood after you kill them. Then you can run your tanks over them. It's really adorable.
And if your men get shot while they're in the car, their little bodies, they drape over the side until someone else gets in the car.
They're so cute. And you can aim at certain parts of a tank, which is important, because if you just want to disable it and not destroy it, because then you can get inside and then you can steal it and you can use it for your own evil devices.
Okay, you're scaring me. Let's get to viewer mail.
Okay. Today's viewer mail is from the Mystic Dragon 9.
Wow, because I assume Mystic Dragon 1 through 8 were taken, but, 10 sucks more.
Yeah, that's a lot of dragons. Anyway, Mystic Dragon 9 writes, I am so angry. Why, oh why did you push back the date for Metal Gear Solid 3? I was super excited that it was coming out, but then I heard it was coming out in November. I'm the biggest fan of Metal Gear, when I heard that they just died.
He just died. Yes, very good. Good. I like your reading.
Thanks. I'm good
right
at that.
now, this is a very common mistake made by people with no common sense. Morgan and I have nothing to do with release dates. We don't even make games.
Sure, we are powerful. That's true, but we're not that powerful.
No, we're not. I wish I was powerful because then I could shoot lightning out of my eyes.
And the thing is, the release date wasn't even pushed. I think it just came out later than Mystic Dragon 9.
It was always supposed to come out in November. So,
right.
Mystic Dragon, shut up.
It's just very impatient.
You want to find out about games that are out right now? You can read the reviews of all of them on our website, which is
TechTV.com/xplay. I'm good at that.
Yes, you are good at that. And you can sign up for our newsletter, and you can catch some of the more special things that have appeared on the show by going to our special features section of the website.
Yes.
All right, that's it.
And the newsletter is cool because you can get special notes from Adam or I, and you can get a little behind-the-scenes tidbits and find out what's going on behind the scenes. You can also chat with us on Tuesday at 1 p.m.
Yes, that's fun because I'll be there and I'll say something stupid and you'll make fun of me.
Yes, most likely. That's 4 p.m. Eastern.
You can talk about the pee that's on my leg. And with that, I'm going to start playing video games. This has been a rough day.
Probably for the best.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Go look elsewhere.
play. We hit the ice with ESPN.